Taking a quick break here in between matches, but normally if it was a boxing match, they'd be in the corner with their cornermen, possibly getting some water, some cuts worked on or whatnot, but they have 5 minutes in between each match, and both competitors have chosen to instead go to the bar at Cabana Joe's and deal with one of our finest bartenders, Adrian, enjoy some of the great refreshments that we have here at Cabana Joe's. So they come back in a fired-up manner. Timmy Mims now laughing it up as he's walking back. Sobe's right there with him. They're talking about what? We have no idea, assumingly talking about the different shots they've seen tonight. And all of a sudden it's underway here. We missed the first shot. Was already rang in by Stephen Sobe. And you notice now that Stephen Sobe has the initials TCB, perhaps with the in-between match refreshments, a little confusion about what their initials might be. But you can tell it's Sobe with his deliberate throw, and leans back and now makes a big mistake there and leaves it right in front of the hole, but it makes it difficult for Timmy Mims to get in there. Timmy with his quick shot, quick bucks Sobe out of the way and then puts a creeper in at the 2 o'clock position. Oh, and Sobe squeezes right in between there like a piece of cheese in between 2 pieces of bread on a grilled cheese sandwich. Beautiful shot. And then look at that, almost as though it was planned. Mims gives himself a bump and knocks in a 3-pointer. And then a charity move there by Sobe as he knocks in Mims. We've got all kinds of confusion going on. These are not all of the perfect shots or the perfection that we saw earlier. And we like to call that shot the toboggan shot. You can see how he slid right over the top as Sobe did Mims there at the end of the round to get into the hole for another 3-point shot. Sobe comes up, fires, and now he's back on track. Starting to find his groove again with a 5-point shot. It's now 15-12 Sobe here in the second inning. That was the first bag he's thrown. And Mims is off the board now. He's starting to make the mistakes that Sobe made where he's putting a little bit too much juice on his bag and he's not even on the board. You notice now Sobe takes a little bit more time. He wants to make him pay, and he does, and that's a huge shot. 5-point advantage there. It's 20-12 for Sobe. Then immediately, Mims takes no time at all, goes back to his muscle reflex and just fires the shot immediately without taking any time, gets a 3-pointer. Countered by Sobe, now picking up the pace again. Another bad shot there by Timmy Mims. Can Sobe take advantage? He's now got a comfortable lead at 23-16. 3-mile-an-hour tailwind and straight ahead. He should be able to dump this right in there. He does for 4 in a row for another 3-point shot. Sobe does kind of a weird pose after that shot, getting more animated with his poses as the competition goes on. It's now 26-21. Sobe again with another pose after his throw. It was almost a Frankenstein pose with both hands up in the air with fingers tilted down. The last time I'd seen a pose like that, if he would have lifted his leg, would have been Ralph Macchio on the beach in Karate Kid under the expert tutelage of Mr. Miyagi. And now he fires no pose after this one as it's not a good shot. He's at the 1 o'clock position, out of the hole, and now Mims is starting to catch up and make a little bit of ground here. It's now 32-29. Not such a comfortable lead for Sobe anymore. And now Sobe makes another mistake. Leaves a bag lying helplessly at the 11 o'clock position. And then immediately Mims makes him pay. And believe it or not, Mims is now up by 1 point. It is 34-33. And now Sobe getting very serious. Able to bump in a 3 there. Just wants to get his points, obviously. But Mims now in that position where he starts to roll as a machine. If there was a Gatling gun that could fire bags, it would definitely be called Timmy Mims. And that was huge right there for Sobe. He needed that shot. It's now 41-39. He's reclaimed the lead. Mims slides one in for three. Up by 1 point, 42-41. It's back and forth here. The lead is changing hands more than a Susan B. Anthony has since 1950. Oh, another nice shot by Mims. 47-42. Quick pause here for whatever reason. Sobe taking his time. Let's go again, and not happy with that shot. Walks away disgusted, shaking his head. A little bit of frustration now starting to set in for Sobe. Oh, look at that. Timmy Mims sends Sobe out for the groceries and then sneaks to the bank for a deposit. And that was adding insult to injury. Sobe tries to correct it somewhat with a three-pointer, but then Mims punishes him at 9 in a row with another 5-point shot. And we're starting to see, if this is a horse race, we're starting to see Mims gallop away here. Can Sobe catch up? Doing everything he can, hits a 5-point shot. It is now 55-50 in the favor of Mims. Mims gets a very favorable bounce there and slides into the hole for a three-pointer. Another three-pointer back by Sobe. He's keeping pace. He's down by 5. We're in the 5th inning. And then Mims just pounding away again with the 5-point shots. And another 5-point shot by Sobe. Another 5-point shot by Mims. It's heating up here, 68-58. Mims daring Sobe to go ahead and make the same shot, and he does. Mims takes no time again and fires away. This time not perfect, but slides one in. 71-63. Mims, 8-mile-an-hour headwind coming straight on at him. Sobe not satisfied with his angle of shot. Begins to adjust it up and then down and then back up and then down again. Lets it go, and it's not a good shot. Leaves the bag. Sitting at the 7 o'clock position. Now Mims adjusting his angle of a shot. Quick does a knobby on top of Sobe's bag, almost adding insult to injury, and then says, I'm going in for 3. 64-74 with Mims on top. Sobe gets one in for 3. What he needs now more than anything is for Mims to make some horrible mistakes, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And Mims with another 5-point shot. And I believe he sealed the deal here. There's no way for Sobe to come back. He's drawing dead again. Throws a little bit awkwardly with that one. Shaking his head as he walks away. 79-68. Mims again puts the dagger in the heart. And it's now 84-68. It's officially blinking. And look at that. It's the heart of a champion, even though he's drawing dead. Sobe fires a 5-point shot. We'll see what Mims does here. It doesn't matter at this point. It's 84-73. Lets it go and hops it right off the board, but he's still grinning as he walks away. He doesn't care. Why? Because he's now up 3-1 as we go in to the final match here, perhaps. We'll see what happens. Both players head back to get refreshments again and take a small break.